Woo, if you with it, holla if you hear it. It's the only goddess with a message from spirit. What's coming down from the divine spirit guides ancestors now? What's coming down? All right, my Libras, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and North Node. Spirit, what is the message for my Libras for the month of September? What do they need to know at this time for their greatest and highest good? Crochet. We have the Moon card in the reverse. The Five of Cups in the reverse. The Four of Cups in the reverse. The Three of Swords in the reverse. All these reversals. The Four of Wands in the reverse. The King of Cups. Okay. The World card in the reverse. The King of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. The Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you guys are definitely going through an emotional time. And you have the King and the Queen of Cups out here. Wow. Interesting. Well, you may be seeing angel number 44 or 444. That is an indication that you are on the right path. And the Spirit wants you to know that you are divinely guided and divinely protected at this time. Some of you may have been having some very vivid dreams lately. Or some secrets were revealed to you about somebody who didn't have your best interests at heart or who had ulterior motives. And yeah, this was heartbreaking, but you're moving past it. You are definitely focusing on moving forward from things that hurt you in the past. Okay? The illusions are coming down. The walls are coming down. And everything that was done in the dark is coming to light. Some of y'all were in a third party situation. And there's a need to close this cycle because this cycle has been very painful for you. For others, it's pain from your past. It's unclosed cycles that you need to acknowledge at this time. Acknowledge what is causing you to feel so emotional at this time, and transmute that energy, transmute that pain into power. Okay, stepping into your Queen of Wands energy. Okay, having that nurturing that you probably feel that you lacked for some of you. For others of you, your heart is too big and you're too nice to people and you're too giving of yourself to people, and that's what is causing you pain. Okay, so it's time for you to stop crying over things you cannot control. Stop crying over spilled milk. You are ready to get out of this overly emotional energy, and because it's causing a unbalanced, I just dropped the card, an unbalanced energy, and it's causing discomfort in your home. Some of you guys are laying next to somebody that you don't even know. Others of you grew up in a home that wasn't peaceful, where you were constantly being criticized, constantly being told to keep things to yourself, and possibly with a masculine, possibly have daddy issues for some of you. Some of you, your father was not present, and some of you, unfortunately, were not able to reconcile with your father, but some of you have the opportunity to, even if you can't reconcile, forgive that person for not being the father that they should have or could have, because they didn't know any better. For some of you, your father was very judgmental, was very, very hypocritical in a lot of ways, and definitely didn't make the best moves. That's definitely had this toxic masculinity. If I'm talking to a male Libra, you never felt good enough, or you never felt you measured up to your father, because your father made you feel that if you didn't do certain things, that then you weren't a real man. And not realizing that not every man is the same. Being vulnerable is not a weakness. Being loving is not a weakness, and you are learning that through this journey, through acknowledging what you went through and what is the root to your pain or your depression and your anxiety or the way that you thought about yourself, because you're working on clearing that baggage so you can receive good things and love and blessings and money and stability, and no longer hiding your emotion, no longer being feeling like vulnerability is a weakness, because your father or whoever is around you made you feel like being authentic is a weakness, being vulnerable is a weakness, and now you're seeing that having a heart and showing your emotions is not a weakness, it's actually a superpower. Okay, you're getting out of this energy of why can't I, or why not me, and you're getting into this energy of action, of healing, and dealing with people who are just as loving and just as empathic as you are, meeting like-minded individuals. Some of you guys are meeting your soulmate. Some of you guys are meeting your perfect match in September. Somebody who is going to give you the love that you deserve, is going to be very upfront, be very honest, be very vulnerable with you, and that will allow you to be vulnerable with this person. For some of you, this is a water sign, a Gemini. Not a Gemini. Some of you may have been dealing with a Gemini that broke your heart, or you have Gemini placements, but you could be dealing with a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces who is very vulnerable, who is very, and it doesn't have to be, it could just be somebody who is very emotionally immature. Emotionally mature. Not immature. Because some of y'all may have dealt with people who are emotionally immature, and now will come across somebody who is very emotionally mature, okay? Also, I feel you guys are tapping into your psychic abilities. You may have strong water placements in your chart, possibly. But you guys are very intuitive. You guys probably have the gift of dream interpretation, or your vivid dreams have messages. And you are now getting into your spiritual and psychic gifts, okay? Some of you are going into your Saturn return. And in order for you to fully embrace this time in your life, you are now clearing out the clutter. You're clearing out anything that doesn't bring you joy, inner peace, and love, because this is a new beginning for you guys, and it's going to be a very abundant and loving and emotionally stable and fulfilling time for you, okay? On top of the fact that at the end of September, your season starts. So yeah, some of y'all are going to meet your person. Some of you are going to meet your soulmate. Some of you, your soulmate is your best friend. Some of you, your soulmate isn't. It doesn't have to always be a romantic situation when it comes to you meeting like-minded people who give you the energy that you put out. You may be seeing angel number 345. I believe I said that already. So trust the journey that you are on. Release trying to control things, trying to control an image, trying to make it look like you have it all together when internally you don't. Heal people or vulnerable people who aren't afraid to show themselves and show their vulnerability and be authentic. But also, being that authentic person is important for you to also protect your energy. Don't allow people to take your kindness for weakness. Don't allow people to take advantage of your kind heart. And I feel like through their trials and tribulations that you've been through, you've learned from your mistakes of the past with people, dealing with people, friends, family, and lovers who didn't appreciate the energy and the love that you brought to the table. And now you're able to identify the traits in people that exemplify the type of people that you don't want in your circle. Okay, so that was your message for the month of September. I will see you guys next time. Bye, Libra.